Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to focus on career, money, love, but we never ask how are you doing. So this reading is going to tap into what's going on with you right now, how you're moving through this time period, and what's on the other side. Also, I'm only using one deck because I love the simplicity it lends to this reading. And of course, I shuffle the cards. I do not choose the cards. They come out at will of my guides. So this reading, it may not resonate with everyone, but I have to honor the cards that come out, the meanings of the cards, the energy, and how it appears in the spread. So I thought I'd make you aware of that. Thank you so much, and let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding their current situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? We've got the 6 of Pentacles as your starting card. So I definitely see a lot of you are looking at reciprocity in your life, looking at the give and take. I feel a lot of you have overgiven this year, a lot of your energy, time, and I see that you are reclaiming that energy, not in a selfish way, but I feel a lot of you are looking at what you invest in and how you value yourself as you move through the next coming months and years. You know, at 6 of Pentacles, you're a very generous person. You're someone who is a great friend. But you may have noticed that some friendships have changed or evolved because there is a Knight of Cups energy there and it's in the resistance position. So there may be someone in particular who you feel has either taken a step back or the relationship has evolved in some way where you feel like you're starting to outgrow this person, or it feels like the relationship has transformed in some way. But that Knight of Wands, it tells me that you will rekindle this friendship. And I feel, you know, both of you will clear the air on something that perhaps has been brewing. It could be that this person you're dealing with is going through something and they're not really speaking up about it. And they've become very insular because there is an energy here of 2 knights, both in armor. And it's almost like both perceive that the other one has been a little bit defensive or has taken a step back. There's something here. Again, it could be a relationship, could be a friendship, could be someone in your family unit, could be your boss, could be a neighbor. So please apply it to your situation. It's not going to resonate with everyone, of course, but that's something that I can see. Look, the Hermit is to withdraw. So I feel this friend or this person has withdrawn in order to deal with something, reflect on something, and I feel this is an energy outside of yourself right now, so I really need to bring it back into your energy because I see a lot of you also really withdrawing from certain things in order to reflect on what's right for you, what you've been accepting too much of, where people have overstepped a mark, crossed a boundary. I feel like you're reinstating a line where nobody should cross it. And I feel there is an energy here as well, where some of you may have felt a little bit exhausted with life, especially since we have the Hermit in a resistance position. May have been a bit more of a homebody over the last couple of months, and you really want to get out there, be more integrated into community, into travel, into whatever is out there that you're interested in. I feel a lot of you are called to kind of like romance your life a little bit more at this time. I mean, you've got so many balance cards here. You've got the Justice card. I'll show you all of these in a moment. You've got the Temperance card. Some of you are really trying to make kind of like one thing into another at this time. And some of you may be doing this in secret. It could be that you're trying to transform some part of your life. And a lot of you, especially with that Five of Swords, you have something on your mind. And there is this energy, and don't shoot the messenger. I feel like you have a lot of people around you who really care about you. But there's something about you right now where you feel a little bit like on the outskirts looking in, where you feel a little bit like taking stock of things, kind of removing yourself from certain situations, especially since we've got that Five of Cups there. That figure is literally sitting on a seat in the middle of the desert with a couple of empty seats there. So it could be that you are kind of like in a review period in your life. We tend to get into that energy as we close out a year. We take stock of how far we've come and what we've accomplished, what's yet to come, what steps we need to take for the next part of our journey. And you may be deciding who deserves a place in the seat next to you. So I feel some of you are actually looking at reciprocity, you're looking at relationships right now, and the Five of Cups can also indicate that you're lamenting something that perhaps feels a little bit of a struggle right now. I feel a lot of you are exhausted. It's almost like you've been running on empty for quite some time. And I feel with this Five of Cups, you're lamenting perhaps things that have not been going your way, or things that you need to let go of, because this is a card of letting go, okay? No detachments. So some of you could be like downsizing when it comes to your home, or decluttering when it comes to your home space. Some of you want to get a little bit more organized, but these are all things outside of yourself. The Five of Cups can indicate that you feel something is missing from your life right now. And for some of you, it could be that you feel a person is missing from your life right now, or you could feel that perhaps love is missing from your life. And what you don't realize, the Five of Cups, I always see it as quite a positive card, actually, because it means you're letting go of things that are just not resonating with you anymore, to create space for what the universe wants to deliver to you. You're creating space for something better. Normally, there's 3 cups that are in front of a figure in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and this figure is like so focused on the things that don't feel fulfilling anymore, or that you've lost your taste for, as it were. You've lost your mojo for, and 2 cups arrive behind the figure. I'm just going to show you the card. I'm sure all of you know what the card looks like, but when I get a nudge from my guides to show you, could you please show me where the Five of Cups is? Okay. Then that is when, the universe wants to send you a surprise. Okay, as you can see, this figure is lamenting things that perhaps, were disappointing. So I do feel there is a bit of a review period going on here. Certain expectations, perhaps promises that you made to yourself in 2024, you feel you didn't accomplish certain things. But I definitely see here that you should celebrate yourself more. You're doing an awesome job with the resources that you've got. And I feel that Six of Wands indicates whatever it is you feel like you lack right now, you shall have it. I feel you're on a trajectory to get it. So a lot of you, it could be that it's health related, for example. Especially since we have that Five of Cups energy. Cups can indicate that something's been a little bit off. Could be that you're feeling like dehydrated, for example, but you have so many kind of like fluctuating cards. Some of you, this could be hormonal related. That you are feeling depleted, that life, it's a lot right now. You're maintaining and sustaining everything that you need to do. And at the same time, you may feel that either your body is changing or you feel something is missing, because it could be like a vitamin deficiency, or you feel like your hormones have been a little bit off and you're trying to recalibrate. The Justice card indicates you will recalibrate. There will be balance. So some of you, you may find like an antidote, as it were, or perhaps you meet a practitioner who can help you identify what's a little bit off so you can recalibrate and get back in balance there. Because I see a lot of balance and harmony cards. Of course, you're eradicating drama and you're stepping away from things that do not resonate with your heart. I feel a lot of you have like gone solo or want to be more independent in your life. It doesn't mean you want to get away from everybody and like remove everybody or, get rid of everything. Doesn't mean that at all. It means you are trying to create some sort of quiet space so you can hear your heart. These 2 cards, They can indicate that you want to be alone so you can really hear what your heart has to say. What is it you're feeling right now? Because a lot of you may have been running on autopilot, especially with the Justice card. It can indicate that you've been very logical this year. You know, you've been just getting on by, getting on through, doing what you got to do, that sense of responsibility. And you're like, okay, but I need to return to my heart. I need to really listen to the whisper. I need to see what it is that sets my soul on fire. So I really feel a lot of you are in this review period. Now, the Six of Pentacles can also indicate some of you will do some charity work, or there may be some sort of charity event where it will be very beneficial for you. I feel, of course, you're doing something in terms of charity to help others. You know, this is an altruistic kind of energy. You're not there to kind of like get anything back, but I feel there's some really good karma coming your way. To have these two cards partnered together, it means because you've been so awesome and giving of yourself, there is good karma coming back to you. So I definitely see that there is a shift in the balance when it comes to, you know, really good things heading your way. I mean, because this is a Pentacle card, it can indicate that, you know, you're looking at your fluctuating finances at this time, trying to calibrate and remain stable. And of course, I definitely see you being able to reach that goal there. With the Six of Pentacles energy, it can indicate that, you know, you just want to be stable financially, but also you're overcoming any problems. I feel this is a card of like finding that balance and being there for people, but not really overextending yourself so that you're chasing people or opportunities or anything. I feel like, you know, there's this energy of you going, okay, you've done that. You're stepping back, you're empowering yourself, and you know that when the moment is right, the right opportunities and the right people come towards you, and there is reciprocity. So in terms of friendships, for example, there's a give and take, but always, you know, there is an acknowledgement that we can't always be there for a person, or they can't always be there for us. They've got their own stuff that they're going on with, and I feel like you make allowances for that. I feel like you're a very good friend indeed. You make allowances for what people can give. But when you feel like you're being given nothing and you're consistently offering yourself to these people or these situations, I feel like, you know, it's left you depleted and feeling a little bit bereft. And I feel, you know, that you are kind of like not stepping back, but, you know, just tempering, because you have the Temperance card, you have the Justice card, which is to measure out in accordance with the energy that has been given to you, what you give back. Okay, so there's something there in that right now. And of course, the Six of Pentacles actually indicates a really nice surprise from the universe coming towards you. Something that is unexpected, could be financial in nature, but this is about you being open to more abundance. And also, I feel there is an energy here of being reminded of, you know, gratitude. I feel like you are actually really grateful for everything that you have, and you understand the temporary nature of life, easy come, easy go. And I feel that right now you are maintaining and sustaining, and the universe wants to send you more. So I will see here, especially with that Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, these are two sixes, and they're at either corner of your reading, which really tells me that, you know, you're being raised up at this time. And it may not feel like it. It may feel that things have been a bit of a struggle. I see these two cards, you have a lot on your mind. I feel a lot of you are trying to protect your inner peace at this time. And I feel there's this energy of feeling exhausted, mentally exhausted. Some of you are also physically exhausted, but I feel a lot of you, it's more like mentally exhausted because it's a lot, okay? Now, with the Justice card energy, it can indicate that you're making some adjustments in your life right now. Of course, as we close out the year, we make decisions where we transform our lives, you know, long-lasting changes and adjustments to our lives. And I feel like this is something that you're doing right now as well. This is a lifestyle change energy. So I really feel that, you know, you're doing what's right for you. You always lead with integrity. You're fair, you're honest. And I feel that, you know, you are trying to articulate your needs in a healthy way so they are met. But also, I feel like you are also kind of like encompassing other people's needs as well. So you're not being selfish. I feel that you, especially this time of year, there is this energy of like the give and take of life and accepting people as they are, not trying to change them. I feel there's a diversity energy here where you're acknowledging that everybody's different. Everyone has a different way of approaching things, and you're just factoring in how you respond to these things without being triggered or without, you know, having any knee-jerk reactions. Because I feel there's this energy of you just like, I want to be calm. I just want to, you know, do life, be comfortable, have money, pay the bills, but also set your soul on fire and be excited. I see a lot of you wanting to return to things that you used to love doing. I see this energy of you kind of like getting excited about new adventures. And I feel this Five of Cups means you have to really face what it is that is a missing ingredient in your life. What do you want to be in your next journey? The next journey is 2025. This is a very sparse environment, so it can indicate that you feel that right now things are a struggle. This is a harsh environment, but you're still standing, sitting in this picture there. It's like you're really present and you are sticking to your plans. Now, who or what gets to fill your canvas for 2025? So I feel you're starting with a blank canvas with this card, and I feel this is about you letting go of any expectations, freeing yourself up, and the universe wants to send you this good karma, and you're going to be nicely surprised, okay? Now, of course, I have to acknowledge that some of you with that Five of Cups, you could be going through some sort of grief. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, so much love. If you've been going through, a period of grief and lament, of course, it will ebb and flow, and that's why all those cards are fluctuating cards. The Justice card, the Six of Pentacles, there's always, scales on the Six of Pentacles, and of course, the Temperance card there. This can indicate that, emotions will rise up, they will ebb and flow, and it's about acknowledging what the body needs to process what you're going through. And sometimes when you're not even thinking about the person, I feel it will still kind of like wash over you and feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there, so much love. And I don't know why I'm being shown it, but I'm being given an image right now. Maybe it's a sign, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something you're going to see in the next coming weeks that actually coincides with you thinking of this person who may have passed away, transitioned. There's a lily pad with a little frog on it. Okay, so the lily pad is like floating on top of the water. It's very calm, very still. Now, if you think about the nature of a lily pad, it's actually very fragile. It can move, and it's very stationary and stable for this frog. This frog's very sort of like comfortable sitting on this, and I'm seeing the frog kind of like using it as a launch pad, obviously taking a leap there. So either this is an image or something used to talk to this person about, or maybe this is something that this person gave you an image of, or so it may resonate, it may not, but it may be something you'll see in the next coming weeks that reminds you of this person. It could also be a little sign that some of you are kind of like thinking about launching something, or you're sitting back, you feel like you're drifting, but there is going to be progress, there is going to be movement. Frogs actually represent good luck and success, and of course the leap there can indicate that you're about to, move into a trajectory where you're very successful, especially since you've got the Six of Wands. Actually, this is a success card there. Okay, so I feel, this is something that is being given to me as an image. So with a lot of respect and love, I'm going to move away from this energy. For the rest of you, this image could also represent some sort of successful endeavor, or some sort of good luck that is headed your way. That Six of Pentacles indicates good luck, so I do see that there is good things coming towards you. I just heard from my guides, that which you lack, you shall be given. That which you lack, you shall be given. So the universe is sending you resources to aid you on your journey. So if you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold by something, or even the universe, or even a person, I feel you're creating space for that kind of void to be filled. Some of you may feel with this Five of Cups that you've been on autopilot, that, you feel that life has been challenging and you've just been getting on by and you don't really know how you feel right now. You're trying to recalibrate, because I see a lot of you trying to return to a part of yourself that you feel like is missing or lost. And, I feel this energy of you wondering if you're on the right path. And I see that you are, but I feel a lot of you are making some changes in your life right now and trying to romance your life again. The Knight of Cups, this is an indication that you're learning more about yourself. This is about you looking deeper and loving yourself in a different way. This card is all about your desires. You can have what you desire, but some of you may feel that something's missing, because of course this is the resistance position. And, when you get the Knight of Cups in this position as well, It can indicate some of you feel that love has not come your way and you're looking for love. I would say that you're about to be seen, because especially if you've been a bit of a hermit for a while, I feel there's an energy here of you getting out there, invitations coming in, or meeting like-minded people, following your passions. That Knight of Wands indicates your libido or your passion for life is reigniting. There's this spark of energy of you being more creative and tempering, you know, when to stay in and when to get out there. And I feel that you will find a person, well, you will settle down with this person and nurture this energy with this person. Some of you may actually flirt with someone before you meet the one. It could be a potential fling on the cards if you're single. If you want a fling, of course, you don't have to. No judgment here. But that Knight of Wands can indicate that there's a potential to meet someone who it'll be temporary. You'll enjoy each other's company because there's no sadness here. So it can be that you kind of like have a temporary moment with a person, or just flirtations where it's like, will they, won't they? But there's someone else coming in and it's a long-term relationship. So I see soulmate energy here if you're looking for love, okay? But this card, when we bring it back to your energy, this is about feeling attractive. You know, this is about knowing that you're a gift, that you are, you know, beautiful both inside and out. It's not about aesthetics. This is about how you feel about yourself. And this is which will help you nurture and grow. So I feel, you know, everyone is unique and different, and the right person is always going to be by your side or find you. So if you are searching for love, of course, I feel this is about having more confidence in yourself and knowing that you're exactly the way you're meant to be and you're on the right path to meeting love as well. But I would say getting out a little bit more, or, you know, if you are in hermit mode, you know, you have the Five of Swords there as well, which can indicate some of you can connect online to someone if that's what you want. But a lot of you want a little bit more organic kind of connection, and you will find it. I'm just going to step away from the love thing because it keeps coming in and out. But if you're in a high-level commitment already with a person, you may feel that you want a little bit more independence, or you may feel that there is growth going on in the relationship where, of course, there's conflict sometimes, but this person truly loves you. And I feel there is an energy of you feeling like sometimes they don't see you or they don't acknowledge your needs. But I feel as you move into 2025, this person is really going to step up. And I feel they're on a growth path of their own and they are maturing. They just haven't met the depth that you have met yourself at. And I feel like they're playing catch up. So I feel this person, if you're married to this person, they may suggest renewing vows or going on a romantic trip is what I'm seeing there. Also, you know, I feel this person is learning. I'm getting this energy that, you know, they've done a lot of deep reflecting, and I feel that they want to make it right. There's harmony. There is peace of mind. There is, you know, peace after a conflict is what I'm getting there. But ultimately, I feel this is about, you know, you looking at how hard things have been in life, because of course the rose has thorns, and you know, I feel like you are depleted or exhausted and have been in a protective measure for some time, especially if you've been on autopilot. It's like you're learning to romance your life again, or you're relearning the passionate things that you're excited about, or you're trying to find time for it because life is a lot. So I feel this is about you kind of like doing more things that you love, nurturing yourself in a different way. And, you know, I'm getting like self-love energy here with this card. And I feel this is about you kind of like taking time for yourself and for your emotions, and being aware that heightened emotions often tell you what's going on in your body. So if there's anger, if there's frustration, if there is annoyance or sadness, it can be a compass of like a gauge, as it were, where your body is saying, actually, we're not happy. Something's off. We need to change. So I feel a lot of you are really trying to tap into the whisper of your heart right now to see why you are feeling a certain way, so that you can correct it. Because the hermit energy, especially in this resistance position, it can indicate that you're not wanting to repeat any cycles or patterns. You've grown out of something and you've learned the lesson and you're setting yourself free. This is a period of isolation coming to an end. And this card can be isolation. You know, so I feel a lot of you are going to find new soul tribe members. A lot of you are going to build new friendships in 2025. You're going to get the help that you require to run your life smoothly. For some of you, You know, if you're a parent, for example, and you've been trying to work and look after children and guide children, for example, I feel there will be some sort of respite or opportunity for you to do more things for you in the near future as well. But that Hermit energy, I feel there is this deeply thoughtful kind of soul-searching element at the very center of your being right now, because it is a center of your spread, and it indicates that you're just learning more about yourself and what you need and your connection to the world around you, and how we can fluctuate between happiness, sadness, and you know how events can change on a dime. So I feel like you are acknowledging that change is one of the constant things that we deal with in life, and I feel like you're grounding yourself in that. Now, the Hermit energy, of course, this can be an energy here of like really looking at your feelings and wondering what is the lesson in all the things that you've been experiencing. You know, and I feel this is about you being very self-sufficient and acknowledging that, you know, you are all good by yourself, right? But I feel no man or woman is an island, and I feel this energy of you kind of like looking at what it is you need. I mean, some of you may also feel that there are challenges ahead, and you're kind of like setting yourself up to be in a position to weather those changes or those challenges. But actually, I see that you're in a very secure position, because the Knight of Wands is like, right, I'm ready. Let's go do this. This is a very goal-oriented knight. So whatever your goal is, for some of you, it could be a health goal. Others, it could be, you know, a career goal. It could be a love goal. Whatever your goal is, I definitely see that you shall reach it. The Six of Wands says you're going to get there. And I feel the Five of Swords there indicates you feel that it's going to be challenging. I definitely see that you are exhausted. You've had a lot on your mind. And there is definitely someone here who you may feel has either withdrawn from you or tends to push your buttons in some way, but there will be an olive branch. You will reunite with this person again, or you will rekindle this friendship or relationship. And the Five of Swords, it's in the resistance position at first, so it can indicate that, you know, some of you are haunted by something from your past. You know, something that disappointed you, or perhaps you are haunted by the things that you feel did not go the way you'd hope for. It's almost like I'm getting a question coming in, which is like, how did I get to this place? And I'm seeing this, how did I get to this place? So I feel you're really identifying where things changed, or where things flipped in some way, because you have a lot of cards that like are fluctuating balances, scales, things like that. And I want you to be aware that if you feel that the flip has gone like that and you're feeling down and not up, then I definitely see that it's a recalibration for the next year ahead, where things are on the up, where things are going to get better for you in terms of your personal life, but also your external circumstances as well. Now, my guide said I'm not finished with this card, so I'm just going to pick it up and kind of see what this is for you, because anything that's in the resistance position, it will go into the upright. So, I mean, I feel there's this energy of truth coming through, especially with the Justice card. It's like you speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes. You know, sometimes we always have to acknowledge that sometimes we're going to be the bad person in someone else's story, but you told it straight. You told it true. And sometimes we have to be okay with that, because if we're not, that means that we're withholding a part of ourselves that wants to say something, and it's eating away at us instead. You're not out to hurt anybody, but I feel like speaking your truth is very important, and getting it out is even more important. Otherwise, it will fester. So I feel there's something there in that. I'm not really sure what else my guys want me to say. I feel, of course, this card is about honoring differences, that people do things in a really unusual way. They're very complex sometimes, but I also see a lot of you are like moving away from abusive relationships, friendships, toxic situations, and I feel some of you are getting over experiences that you had that have left you feeling a little bit bereft. Some of you may actually be getting over, like, if you were bullied when you were younger, I feel like you are gaining in confidence. There may have been something that was said, and it doesn't have to be younger. You know, sometimes adults are bullies. So it could be that, you know, you have had someone in your life who said something to you, because swords are all about communication. And it really wounded. And I feel like you're healing wounds right now so that you can be empowered. Now, of course, the Knight of Wands, this is your outcome pile, which is so much more positive. There's an energy here that, yes, you're exhausted, running on empty, but I feel like you find that spark. You rejuvenate your energy. The Hermit is to kind of like take a step back, a temporary pause in order to regroup one's thoughts, to really go searching for inspiration and find the energy to continue. The Hermit only removes himself or herself, the Hermit was always a person who removed themselves from society because it was like, enough. You're so fed up of the way things have been going. And it's like, it's too peoply out there. So you may be like, you know what? There's now, I'm just getting a really weird sentence from my guys. There's now strange as folk. Okay, so that's just come through. I don't talk like that, so I'm not sure what energy's coming through right now, but that's something that's just been said there. And it's like, you're kind of like recalibrating and watching and learning about the human psyche. And I feel a lot of you are just a little bit fed up with the way things are being run right now or going in the world right now. And you're trying to like remain balanced in your approach to all these changes, remain flexible because you have so many flexible cards there. But the Knight of Wands says you're so ready, okay? Now this Knight actually looks like they are illuminating the way. They're not battling. They're not like fighting for anything. It just feels like you are kind of excited, enthusiastic, that you are unstoppable in your spirit. It feels like you have revitalized your spirits as you move into 2025. And I feel this is about you surrounding yourself with things that you love, being passionate, leading with your passions. And I feel like you're protecting your dreams. You're unstoppable in your energy. And a lot of you, I mean, if you are in a career, this can indicate that you're thinking about going solo on something, maybe a startup or being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, doing something bold and daring. But let's bring it back to your energy. I feel a lot of you are wanting to do more bold and daring things, take more risks, but calculated ones. You're thinking about it before you actually do it, but I feel like you want more excitement, more spontaneity, and I definitely see that you shall have it. I feel like you are very sort of like project oriented, or, you have a lot of things on the go right now. But I feel like you want to do more things that are exciting. Yes, you've got responsibility. That tells me there that you have a lot of things to do on your to-do list with that Justice card. And responsibility weighs heavy on your shoulders. But can you have fun with it? Can you approach it in a different way where it's a little bit more exciting? And I feel when you've got this card, I feel some of you are like promising yourself to be more flamboyant in the way that you kind of like express yourself, whether that's through clothes. I feel like some of you may be choosing brighter colors. Some of you may actually decide to like change your style or color your hair or do something wild and wacky and just like realize that life can be an adventure. And, we do have responsibility and we have things like bills to pay, and sometimes it's not easy to do that. So it feels like very like small touches of flamboyance that you may be embracing this year. And I feel a lot of you, there is this energy that you may have felt that you lost your spark, or you feel that sometimes it's really hard to remain positive. And, you may have felt that when the light is missing, as it were, from life and you feel exhausted and depleted, it can kind of highlight that you kind of are the light and you need to take moments of respite just to make sure that you recharge your batteries and get back up again. But I do feel this energy of like wanting to be a little bit more impulsive in your behavior. I mean, for some of you, this is travel. You want to be more nomadic, or you want to travel to exciting places, destinations you've never been before. You want to meet new people, see new faces and places. And I feel there's this real desire of wanting to kind of like make 2025 your best year yet. But there's part of you in your maturity where you're wondering, how is it going to be different though? Is it going to be different? And I feel like you're taking charge of your life and saying, yes, it is. And you're making promises to yourself to make sure that it is as well. The Temperance card is a Sagittarian card. So it means that you are tempering your energy. Yes, you want moments of spontaneity, but of course you're going to find balance in your responsibilities. The Temperance card indicates you're focusing more on your sense of purpose, deepening your belief system, your values, and really valuing yourself. And I feel this card is a card of you being patient, of course, re-examining your priorities in life, who's important, what's important, where you want to extend your energy. And it's coming from a place of valuing yourself and not overextending yourself either. I definitely feel a lot of you need to drink more water because there's so much water energy going on here. So I would say hydrating is important. But when you get this temperance energy, it can indicate that you're all about balance right now. And, you know, that's in all areas of your life. Not wanting to spend more than you have, not wanting to overextend yourself, not wanting to deplete your energy. You just want to maintain a plateau. And sometimes when we strive for that and we achieve it, we can start to feel like, is it now a little bit boring? Like, what else can I do? And that's why I see you doing more things that you're passionate about and keeping things interesting and alive, because sometimes, especially when we're younger, you know, drama or people who are dramatic or all these kind of like crazy experiences we have, they can present themselves as life being a little bit more exciting than when we start to mature and say, actually, I don't want that in my life. I'm stepping away from that. I'm valuing my energy now, not today. So I feel when you draw that line in the sand, suddenly we look at what we're left with. And we feel like, oh, well, we've removed that, we've removed that, we've removed that. And now we feel a little bit like, not sure, maybe even empty sometimes. We're like, So I feel a lot of you, if you're feeling this void, and of course this is not going to resonate with all of you, I feel like you're going to find more exciting things to connect to that resonate with your heart, that enrich your soul, that inform you and help you learn and grow. And this Temperance card indicates that, you know, you are going to like connect more to your sense of purpose in 2025. And I also feel that there is a spiritual evolution about you right now. And you know, you're going to be trying out new things. This is like explorative energy. Whenever you get the jugs there, it indicates you're putting one thing into another, you're mixing things up a little bit, you're trying things out. So this is a great period for you to open up to exploration and try out new experiences, and also flowing energy. You know, so if you felt that something has been blocking your energy or stagnating your energy, or you feel like your hormones have been off, this means you're going to be fully in the flow. Now, of course, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but some of you may have been like thinking of, I'm being given like lymphatic massage, okay, to kind of like release all these things. This is what I'm being given right now. Some of you, I don't really know anything about that. I'm sure it's something to help the body keep its flow. So some of you may be actually booking that, or you've booked it, or it's something you're thinking about, just because there's so much like flow of water or flowing energy in your reading that I feel, because your first card is connected to the body and to the health, because it's a pentacle, it can indicate that you're looking at the fluctuating cycles of your body and how you can keep it at optimum energy. And one of those is to be in the flow of life, of course, but also to be in the flow inside your body there. You know, you're looking at what you put in and what comes out. So I definitely see a lot of you are focusing on your health as well there. And the Six of Wands, you know, this is a card where it's like you're putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself, because we cannot love another person without loving ourselves first. We cannot help another person without our own cup being fulfilled. You know, so it's like making sure that you are emotionally fulfilled and setting time apart to be able to do that for yourself. Six of Wands also indicates victory, you know, conquering your thoughts, the inner critic, that, you know, little voice that comes in sometimes when you're about to go and do something that's really exciting and rewarding. Does it suddenly say, well, what if you fail? Or if there's doubt, or, you know, what if you don't like it? I feel like this is you trying it out, saying, you know what, well, I got to try it once and see if I like it or not. I'm not just going to live in fear. I'm not going to live in doubt. I'm not going to judge it before I decide to connect to it. And this Six of Wands also, it indicates here that, you know, this is your energy on optimum levels so that you can take your life by storm and really just enjoy what you do. This is obstacles being removed. It's difficulties being overcome. It's having the confidence to lead in your life and not be a side story, not be the supporting act in your own story. This is you writing things from the lead position. So I feel like you're conquering a lot of things. That's what I'm picking up from this. I'm also seeing that if you feel unappreciated in your life, or you feel like no one notices you, or you feel that, things have been challenging and you've just been on autopilot, I feel like you're going to receive more recognition from people who really care about you, people who love you, and they're going to let you know. They may not say it all the time, but they do think about you, and then life kind of gets in the way, but I feel they're going to show it a lot more. This is a card of recognition, but also if you're in a career, this is a card of reward as well. But that Six of Wands is like raising up. It is a trajectory where things are going to get better, and people take note of what you have to say and what you have to offer. And it's also a card of you stepping into the limelight in some way to influence your life. I feel 2024, a lot of you were just like doing wonderful things. There's a lot of success and accomplishment here, but you may not kind of give yourself credit where credit is due. And I feel you may have felt like 2024 was kind of like looking at the shadows kind of year, where a lot of stuff was like difficult or overwhelming, and you're just trying to find your way. It's a recalibration year. But 2025, although things are going to be difficult in the world in 2025, I'll do my yearly there and tap into that energy. Honestly, I almost don't want to. But anyway, I'm going to do that. And I feel on a personal level for you, though, my beautiful Sagittarians, I feel this is about stepping into the light, allowing yourself to be seen in all your glory, and good things are coming for you. There's a lot of success surrounding you. So success, of course, it looks differently for everybody. Let me get my tongue back in my mouth there. It can be that, you're trying out a new lifestyle choice. It could be that you're trying out a new neighborhood. It could be that you're trying a new opportunity. Whatever it is that you're trying, I feel like you're going to succeed at it. And you are someone who is determined, and you never give up. And I feel you are at your personal best, and persevering on something will see you take it right to the top. And successfully, you will be very proud of yourself. Okay. So I actually see you winning something as well. I know this is something outside of yourself, but I see you winning something. So if you actually enter a competition, I see you winning something. For some of you, if you are in a competitive arena, I see you, being the best at what you do. Some sort of reward or recognition coming in for you. And for some of you, especially if you're launching something, a business or something solo, I see it being really well received and a lot of success around you. But my guides are highlighting something before I go and get the last cards. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I just heard it's all about perspective. The two cards. My guides are pointing at these two cards here. I guess, as you can see, it's kind of the same austere environment. And this figure and this figure, of course, are very different. So this one is looking at a very sparse landscape there. And in the distance, you can just about see land, some sort of mountainscape or something, and is facing something alone. And it may feel really daunting. So if you feel like you're facing something alone right now and you're not sure how things are going to work out, I can tell you that, it's going to be a success. You're going to achieve your goal. This is like, this figure is now looking at the landscape from a closer viewpoint and is no longer sitting but standing and actually wearing a laurel wreath. So I want you to be aware that, the best is yet to come. So we've got shooting star. So I would say definitely make a wish, especially on the 21st, because it's the solstice and that amplifies your manifestation energy. It says a rare sighting, a wish coming true, something you desire is close to appearing in your physical reality. Take a moment to release fear and doubt. Know that what is meant for you will never pass you by. And that's something that is very strongly in your reading. We've also got the moon. And it says there, the universe asks you to be in your yin energy at this time, which is to be open to abundance, of course. This is an energy of allowing and receiving. That's your first card right there, and you've surrendered to that energy already, so you're completely on target. And it says, when you work in alignment with source, you enter the flow state. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I do these readings and I'm like, oh, where is this going? I have no clue. And I'm like, my guides are giving me the words I need to say, the energy, the cards, and I'm like, okay, this is not a typical reading that I would give, but I've got to go with it and trust that my guides are giving me what they want to say. And suddenly a card comes out and like clarifies the whole reading. And I love that. And it says here, when you work in alignment with source, you enter the flow state, fostering an environment for rapid manifestation of your desires. So, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. You know, the Knight of Wands is a very rapid card. So it can indicate something that was slow moving or lacking in your life suddenly appears, and you have to trust the process. And it says here, you have gifts and abilities that may lie dormant below the surface, things you've never thought possible because of what you've been told. Trust the unseen. Trust in you. What we believe is what we become. So this is about you backing yourself, rediscovering yourself, having confidence in yourself, of course, and thoughts, they really do become things. So always be mindful of those very deep thoughts of yours. Their energy, thought forms out into the universe. Remember, words are spelt, and they are spelt and cast out to the universe. Spellings. Okay, so I want you to be aware of that. Always find the root of the word that you use, because it normally has a deeper meaning or is highlighting to you what it is that it channels or it connects to. So I feel a lot of you, you know, words are important. Of course, words are important to everybody, but I feel this is about your thoughts becoming things, and you're going to be so happy with the way things turn out. So I'm going to go and get a trinket or ring before we close. Okay. So we have an arrow. I mean, of course we do, for my beautiful Sagittarians. Why wouldn't we? So this means the trajectory is on the up. So if you feel right now that you're really down about something, I feel like, you know, things are tipping in your favor. This is a rune of, you know, being a warrior or a warrioress, being on target, knowing what you want, being really decisive, seeing the object of your desire or the outcome that you desire and having it. This is a rune of justice. Okay, so I feel this is about you being curious about something, having the courage to go for it, and hitting your target, hitting your mark. We've also got, interesting, we've got a musical note that's, it was kind of caught on the peacock. So this could be, you know, connect to more music or peacock yourself. Believe in your beauty, really see it. If only you could see what other people see in you. I feel some of you may have struggled with confidence in the past. The musical note can indicate that you're raising vibrations, of course. The peacock represents your beauty, both inside and out. And, you know, to really like let yourself be seen. But it can also indicate that, you know, you will perhaps travel to exotic lands is what I'm being given there. And I would say music has the power to transform your emotions. And if you're feeling things fluctuate, perhaps tap into your favorite song to really, you know, connect to the mood that you actually want to be in. And also, we've got this little, it's the cutest little like trinket I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever got this one before. It's like the cutest little bird on a branch. Okay, I hope you can see it. It's so small, but I feel this is about your freedom. This is about you connecting to nature. I feel this is about you kind of like connecting to the vibrations of the environment around you. And, oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I also was told by my guide just now, and maybe getting up earlier is what I heard, getting up with birdsong. So they tend to get up and be singing pretty early. So if you're lucky enough to be able to hear birdsong, because sometimes in the city it's really hard to hear the birdsong, but I feel some of you may be promising yourself to get up a little bit earlier as you move through 2025. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Now, I just heard something that everybody's going to shoot the messenger on this. I almost don't want to say it. My guide said, look, there's two birds there. Don't play small. Okay, so that's all I heard. So we've got the little small little bird there, and we've got the big peacock. So this is like not playing small. As I said, being the lead character in your story, not being a side story or a supporting act. Okay, so Yeah, that's what I heard. I have to give you what I hear in the readings. Okay, so no playing small. 2025, big year ahead for you. Be confident in your wonderful self, and good things are following you and are going to show up for you as well. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.